These are the miracles, signs, and wonders that are happening.
Wow, he is screws in his leg and God healed him tonight.
Bring the sick among you to be healed. Sword of the Spirit Church and Ministries, Saturday at 7 p.m., Sunday at 3 p.m., Tuesday at 7 p.m. 310 South Story Road, Irving, Texas, 75060. Sword of the Spirit Church and Ministries.
Father, we thank you for your anointing in this place and your spirit moving already. And God, you're knocking down things that are in our way. You're lifting things up that need to come up. You're moving things in the back that need to be put in the back. And your glory is in this place. Your love is in this place. Hallelujah. I said there, your love is in this place. Your sweetness and grace. Your mercy. And we thank you for this in Jesus' name. Amen. You may be seated. Hallelujah. Well, we're moving on in a great way. I'm excited. So I want you to open your Bibles to Psalm 23. We're going to start today talking about the Good Shepherd. This is so much entailed in this, and we can't do it all tonight. But Psalm 23, I'm going to read because I'm going to read it. You've been here long enough, you know the joke. Psalm 23, that's a shame, 6 verses, one day. Now, it's interesting there's 6 verses there because 6 is the number of man. And this is dealing with the shepherd and man's relationship. Amen? Psalm 23 says this, the Lord is my. Now, if you don't know him, you can't say that. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. You can be seated right there. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. So if I do what he says, do without question. Here's what a prophet called me. He said this. He said there are people who can't just follow. Paul said, follow me as I follow Christ. He didn't say, follow me as you check out what I do and think about why I said it and all these things. He said, follow me as I follow Christ. And so he said, there are those people who just can't just receive. They have to try to check out why you're saying it, figure it out, and figure out whether it's going to work or not, whether they do it or not. And then later on they find out it is because they can't follow. But he says, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. So if I'm following the chief shepherd, Jesus Christ, then I won't want for anything. Now, does that mean I just hear his word, read his word, study his word? No, it doesn't mean that. It's much greater than that. It's following him. It's making new disciples. It's loving him and loving your neighbor. All this is necessary to follow Christ because Christ loved everyone. Christ tried his best to get along with everybody, but he didn't get along with everybody. Am I right? He really didn't. He didn't get along with the Pharisees because they didn't follow him. Wow. Nor did they follow his Father's directions. So here's what's happening. Jesus comes on the earth and he's teaching and he's promoting the kingdom of God. He's teaching about it. And the Pharisees resisted. They caused trouble. They caused melee inside the kingdom. They worked hard to mess the disciples up so they couldn't do what they were supposed to be doing. Amen, somebody. You remember one named Judas, and Judas Iscariot kept going back to the Pharisees, talking with him, telling the plans of Jesus back and forth because he was used to the old temple and he never gave his whole heart to Jesus. And whenever you don't give your whole heart, you're perfect to betray. If you're still trying to figure it out, then you're the perfect one the devil's going to use to betray because you're still trying to figure things out. Oh, come on, somebody. And so the enemy comes in, he's looking for someone that he can find that's not quite sold out to use to betray. And so he did that because these Pharisees did not like his doctrine. How could this man who was son of a carpenter be the son of God? How could it possibly be this person? And since they were the lineage of Judah and they knew that they were lineage of kings, and then you have the Levites who are lineage of all the priests, and all of them knew that they had all the messages, they had the answer. And who is this to come disturb all these things? Jesus has come to disturb us today. Jesus has come to set things right and to understand who the true shepherd is and what a good shepherd is. Amen, somebody. Unfortunately, we have all these misconceptions. We found out that according to modern theology, a good shepherd is a pastor who goes out and stays in houses all day long and eats the chicken and cake and sits back and belches, and that's a good shepherd. Or the good shepherd is the one that runs out to every hospital and does all these things. But biblically, I found out all these things were completely incorrect. I found out in my Bible that a good shepherd sends out the elders of the church, according to Paul's doctrine, to go heal the sick. The shepherd didn't leave his post. I found out something actually really weird, that the good shepherd didn't go from house to house. They came to him. Whenever Jesus spoke, they came to him. He didn't go to them. He know what the Bible says. It says, if you draw nigh to me, I'll draw nigh to you. Oh. So if Jesus invites you to him, then you got to take a step forward to him. He's not going to come and get you. You got to go to him. Oh, my God. His invitations are exclusive. They're incredible. And so to be called one of his, to be excited enough to be able to say, God called me to be with him and that he's called me to come to him, that's a blessing. So it says, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Now, because I've decided to follow the chief shepherd and what he says do and how he says do it, now I'm walking in blessings extraordinary. So what? He says, oh, don't go to the nightclub tonight. Oh, what? Okay. I'm not going to the nightclub tonight. I mean, what's the big deal? Because I have everything I need, I shall not want. So I shall not want the nightclub. I don't need it. Because I have all the joy I need, all the peace I need, I have all the finances I need, all the healing I need. And see, those people out there trying to find something you already got. They're trying to find happiness. They're trying to find joy. They're trying to find this and that. But it was all in Christ. So they're looking for what you already got. So the Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. Oh, I just need love. I need, oh, my God. I feel so lonely all the time. Go home. There's nobody home but me. I don't even have a dog to talk to. It's bad. It's just, man, the devil's always beating on my head. I got to travel all the time. I'm always tired. People always pulling on my nerves and people acting a fool in the church. And I'm tired. I just don't have time. I need love. All you need is love. All right, well. That's what I need. I need some love. But you don't even know what love is. I tried to look and find out how many times Jesus hugged people. The chief shepherd, the good shepherd. And I found who he was hugging was the children. Because the adults should have been mature enough that they didn't have to have that. He spent his time with the children. He healed the adults. He trained the adults. He taught the adults. Oh, my God. I know you're supposed to greet your brothers and sisters with a holy kiss, but I couldn't find anywhere about kissing with Jesus except for Judas. So everything we told about the good shepherd wasn't really true, was it? It was man-made conception what the good shepherd was. I'll tell you what the good shepherd was. This good shepherd was so awesome that he went into one city and he just started crying. Because he looked around and he said there's a city that was in total chaos as if they did not have a shepherd. Maybe they didn't understand it. They were looking for modern theology he's trained to put in your ears, but not what he really is. As if they did not have a shepherd, which means he was already their shepherd. But no one ever told him that he was. So there's a city that was lost without it. So what he did is he went inside that city that had nothing going on because they didn't know that they had a real shepherd. Because when you don't know you have a real shepherd, you don't support him. You don't talk about him. You say, oh, he's just nothing. He doesn't care. He doesn't do this and that. So Jesus went in and he showed what a real shepherd does. He went in and healed the entire city. He healed all that was sick. Everybody that was sick got healed. Oh, that's a good characteristic of a chief shepherd. He healed everyone. He didn't go in and deal with their emotions. No. He went in and healed what they needed. Because, baby, when you don't feel good, you're going to be emotionally crashed anyway. When you're sick, you can't do anything. When you're sick, you can't even help your family. When you're sick, you can't enjoy life. You can't do anything. But, boy, when you get well, And you can say, the good shepherd healed me. The real one that nobody else could do. I went to the hospital. They did a great job, but they couldn't do what the good shepherd could do. I went everywhere. I prayed everywhere. Nothing could happen. But the good shepherd took care of me. And guess what? Because I have the good shepherd, I shall not want. But when you don't realize what you got, you can't follow it. Because that's another spirit working. We found it's the spirit of Antichrist, the Bible says, working in the church right now. The spirit of Antichrist does not respect what the shepherd has in place. It trains his people to disrespect and even disclaim what's in position. Wow. So I was doing this study through Hebrews, some months ago when I was finding out how Jesus Christ got to be the high priest of all and the chief shepherd. And the Bible said he was the only one who stood ministering who never sinned. So that means everyone in the pulpit all over America, all over Argentina, all over Brazil has sinned since they were in a pulpit. And the only one who has not was Jesus. So I found out that many people don't know what a chief shepherd is. That the chief shepherd is only one person who fits that bill, and his name is Jesus. Everyone else is put in position to act like the chief shepherd, but they cannot be the chief shepherd. So whatever you're looking for in the pulpits, you will never find, because what you're looking for is in 23. Hallelujah, somebody. I don't know what you're looking for. If you're looking for somebody to hug, get a husband. If you're looking for somebody to love, get Jesus. I'm just telling you, because you're looking for the wrong thing. Because when you're looking for the chief shepherd, he's not what you think he is. The good shepherd takes care of all your needs. When he puts someone in position, he looks to take care of your needs. He looks to take care of everything you need in your life. He suffers with you. He thinks about all the things you're going through, and he's willing to die for you. That's a good shepherd. But I found on John 10, which we're going to talk about another time, that the hireling, when things get bad, he takes off running. But when God appoints somebody to imitate himself, he begins to emulate those things. He begins to say, you know what? I'm going to make sure that when I talk to God, that the people have what they need, what they want, so that their lives can be changed. See, there's a hierarchy in a church. The pastor is the visionary. He's the one that God speaks to. Usually has an assistant pastor who helps implement. Oh, come on, somebody. That assistant pastor goes through more hell than anybody in the church, because he's the one that runs into the direct line of fire of the things that are going on. Amen, somebody. And his job is to buffer things out before they get to the pastor, because his job is to pray and see and hear God and speak the oracles of God. So in the Old Testament, where they had Levites and priests, and their job was the Levites would go out and minister, the priests would hear the problems of the people. Amen, somebody. And they would snuff those things out. And so anything that could not be solved there, it would finally get to Aaron. But there were levels of priests that were so high that normally they never got to Aaron by the time they got to that position. In the modern church, it's the same way. The apostles were trying to do everything. Here's what we misunderstand. The apostles were trying to visit. They were trying to pray for the sick. They were trying to feed them. They were trying to pay for the clothes that people didn't have it. They were trying to hear the problems of the people. And so God said, it's too much. The problem is, in the modern church, we didn't hear that part about the too much, so we still run to do things 2,500 years ago, and so things are in trouble because we want to jump over that and go straight through the hierarchy of what we want, and this is not the way of God. Amen, somebody. So he set forth deacons, and they handled those things. These ministers that were ordained, they handled those things so that the apostles could hear from God, preach and establish and send out. Amen, somebody. And so when we don't know the chief shepherd, we don't know his ways. When we don't know the chief shepherd, we don't understand. So what we do is we take care of what we want the way we want it. And when we don't get it that way, we cry, we moan, we cause problems and complaints because we don't understand the order of God. See, you can preach, you can sing, you can do all those things. You can see revelation, but until you understand the revelation of who the chief shepherd is, you will be a position of chaos in the church. Oh, my God. Listen to this. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Have you ever been in a church where the pastor decides he's going to buy cars for you? Buy clothes for you, take care of your car payments, take care of clothes or anything you need, help with your tuition. Have you ever been in a place? No, because you won't find it. But here's what I'm trying to tell you. The Lord, the chief shepherd, would do that for you. You understand? Because he said, you shall not want. Now, that's truly the heart of God, to make sure that nobody suffers lack. Because there's the desire, according to Acts chapter 2, that the people came together and began giving so that no one in the church suffered lack. They began giving up items and selling them and doing it so that everyone in the church had a fair shot at having a good life. Oh, come on, somebody. So it's important to understand who the good shepherd is. His name is Jesus. It's not Tyrone. It's Jesus. It's not Howell. It's not Ward. It's not Apostle. It's Jesus. And when you learn to follow Jesus, then you can follow who he puts inside. Here's what happens. There's a disconnection because you don't follow Jesus, so you're surely not going to follow the one that he sent. Because if you did follow Jesus, you would love your neighbor as yourself. That's what I read in my word. I don't care how many excuses you make. If you love God, then he commanded, the next part was, love your neighbor as yourself. You don't curse your neighbor. You don't blaspheme your neighbor. You don't speak evil of your neighbor. You don't say evil of your neighbor. So those things prove the spirit of Antichrist is alive. But those things are Antichrist. The good shepherd got angry, but he told us not to sin. Be angry and sin not. Oh, he was angry. Oh, man. And when he got on that cross, I know he was fuming mad. You know I'm dying for all these crazy people. They don't even care who I am. I would have just called the angels down, but I'm not going to do it. The good shepherd suffered long for us. He suffered so that we can live and to have a great life. And so if you know the good shepherd, then you'll love him more than this world. It's funny how we will do things for the world, but we won't even do it for God. He died for us. He sacrificed everything, but we won't. If the world tells us to do something, we're going to do what the world says first. And then we'll take care of God when we feel comfortable to take care of God. He died for us. That means he said that we were supposed to present our bodies as a living sacrifice. 1 Corinthians 6 says this, your life is no longer your own. It was bought, redeemed with a price. So if you are one of his, then you don't say what I am going to do, what I'm not going to do. But when he says do it, you say, yes, Lord, I will. Those that are his. Then there are those that are, when it's convenient to be with God, they're with God. But I love God more than I love my life. Oh, my foot hurts. Oh, my neck hurts. Oh, my back hurts. I couldn't come. I wanted to come to church, but I didn't feel good. How well do you think that Jesus felt on that cross? Huh? How about before he even got to the cross? The Bible said he was beaten unrecognizably. You couldn't even tell he was a human being. Well, you know, I just didn't feel. The good shepherd went through the beatings, being spit upon. The prophet Jeremiah said they ripped the beard off his face. They called him ugly names. They lied on him. They accused him of all types of things, wickedness. And yet the Bible said he didn't say a single word. But he still showed up to be killed, to be robbed of everything that he had, destroyed, but we don't know who the good shepherd is. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. Do you know sometimes we don't even know when it's good? God says that he wants to bless you for his glory. Nobody wants a broke God. I tell you all the time, the first question the disciples asked, Master, where do you live? They had a raggedy house. They weren't going to go there like, oh, no, I'm not going to join this guy. He can't take care of me. He's broke. Talking about, I shall not want. Boy, I'll be wanting every day. He's broke. But some of you went through theology that they told you Jesus was broke. That's a lie. The robe that he wore was more expensive than anything that anybody wore on the planet. They came to get personal property tax. They came to get it because of his house that he owned. Duh. Master, do you pay taxes? No, I don't own anything. Is that in your Bible? No, I don't own anything. When did Jesus say he didn't own anything? But yet we have theology and doctors and people and different religions telling that Jesus had nothing. You've been lied to. They came to collect taxes because he owned the house. He is the good shepherd. He cares about you. He came down here and made himself a man just so he could see what you would go through every day. Just so you would see the struggles that you went through. And guess what he did? He showed you how to do it as a man. He showed me how to do it. He showed me that I'm not going to always feel good. I'm not going to always feel comfortable. But yet, I'm going to be like him and struggle through it. Because somebody needs me. And if I don't show up, they won't get it. I have learned through his way of discipleship. My bishop trained me. I didn't sit there and ask him when Bishop said something. When he said something, I said, yes, sir. And we get to the point when you can't do that, you don't need to be there anymore. Because if you can't follow, you need to move. Because you got to be able to follow. I listened to what he said. I didn't agree with everything because I didn't understand it. I just thought, well, that doesn't make sense to me. I got the Holy Ghost too. That don't make sense to me. But I didn't sit there and go, oh, Bishop, that don't make sense to me. I just said, yes, sir. And God dealt with my unbelief later. You're going to have unbelief. You're going to have struggles and things like, I don't know about that. But if it can be found biblically, just follow it. Do you know that the Good Shepherd would use life situations to teach things that were on the earth? That he would give examples of things on earth so people would understand what he was saying. And so he didn't go to the scrolls and to the Torah and say, hey, according to the Torah, you say. And sometimes he did do that. But a lot of times he just talked plain English and said, it's like this and like that, y'all. And people would understand what he was saying about how he said it. Does that make sense? See, so when you can't follow the easy example, he's going to step it up in the fire. So it's better to just follow when it's easy. What the Good Shepherd is saying, well, I don't know it. Well, that means you need to walk in the Holy Spirit, because somewhere there's a spirit of rebellion, and the spirit of rebellion cannot dwell with the spirit of love. So here's what happens. I may have gotten wounded somewhere, and I decided to keep that bitterness and anger, and the devil uses that so that when God speaks, I can't hear, and the two of them cannot coexist in the same places. And so this side speaks Jesus. It goes out and preaches Jesus. It goes out and says all the things of Jesus, but it cannot be in Jesus because of the bitterness and the anger that's on this side, because the two cannot coexist. So it looks like a Christian, but behaves like a Christian, but it's really not a Christian. Wow. Because to be a Christian, doctrine is not necessary. Love is necessary. Love that loves more than anything you feel, that says, yes, I will. Yes, I will, Lord. It doesn't feel good, but yes, I will. Because you're the Lord, and you said, I shall not want. And you have, when I was stubborn and didn't listen to you, you made me to lie down in great pain. I didn't realize those were good places. They didn't look good to me, but I realized that it's a good place for me. But I'm going to be where you told me to be. He leads me beside the still waters. That's a place of peace, y'all, where things are not disrupted. Let's flip to Isaiah chapter 65. This is right next door. And you go to Jeremiah, you missed it by one. Isaiah 65, you got it? Okay, let's see what this thing. Okay, verse 16. I'm going to start a little bit above where I was going to go. It says, that he who blesseth himself in the earth shall bless himself in the God of truth, and he that sweareth in the earth shall swear by the God of truth, because the former troubles, listen to this, are forgotten, and because they are hid from mine eyes. Did you see that? So when I start swearing by God and following God only, he says my former troubles just go away. Isn't that awesome? Listen to this. But for behold, I create new heavens and a new earth, and the former shall not be remembered, nor come into mind. This is. I mean, we're in the end times here. But be ye glad and rejoice forever in that which I create. For behold, I create Jerusalem a rejoicing, and her people a joy. And I will rejoice in Jerusalem, and joy in my people. And the voice of weeping shall be no more heard in her. It's talking about when he comes back. Then shall be no more thence an infant of days, nor an old man that hath not filled his days. For the child shall die 100 years old. Did you hear that? A lot of people say, well, what am I going to look like? It's right here. There will be no more infant days. There will be no more births. No more births. An old man that won't fulfill his days. For the child shall die 100 years, but the sinner, being 100 old, shall be cursed. And they shall build houses and inhabit them, and they shall plant vineyards and eat the fruit of them. They shall not build and another inhabit. In other words, you're going to build something and somebody else take it away from you. They shall not plant and another eat. For as the days of a tree are the days of my people, and mine elect shall long enjoy the work of their hands. Wow. They shall not labor in vain, nor bring forth for trouble. He won't work and he won't do stuff to bring trouble. For they are the seed of the blessed of the Lord, and their offspring with them. And it shall come to pass that before they call, listen to this. Do me a favor, look up the New Living Translation. Anybody have that already? New Living Translation? Pull up the New Living Translation. I want you to hear that. I'm going to read this, and this is going to blow your mind. And it shall come to pass that while they are yet speaking, I will hear. The wolf and the lamb shall feed together, and the lion shall eat straw like the bullock, and dust shall be the serpent's meat. They shall not hurt nor destroy in all my holy mountains, saith the Lord. I like that. So he's saying that all the things that used to oppose each other will dwell in peace. You understand that? So when you understand the vision of the chief shepherd, you realize that anything outside of peace is not according to the vision. Anything outside of love is not according to the vision. Anything dealing with division and derision is not according to the chief shepherd. He calls all, even the animals, to dwell together in peace.